In Portugal, you can buy cheap, overgrown land with the potential of turning it into your perfect slice of paradise. We were told this couldn't be done. Too much red tape, too much work, and too much money.
Whoa!
Holy crap! It's like a whole different place! In this video, we continue our search and find out the reality of owning land here in Portugal. This is absolutely nuts, you guys. I cannot believe you can see the ruin. The last time we were here, you had to park up and walk for, I don't know, about 5 minutes through really thick mimosa to even get a glimpse of this ruin. And now it's just sitting pretty at the top of the hill here with all that mimosa gone.
You can really imagine it. This is just, oh, good timing. Here comes Kevin, the man himself, the man of the hour. How the hell has he done this? We are back in one of our favourite places on the planet, by the River Mondego here in Portugal.
It feels so good to be here.
The problem is we can't decide if we should live here or not. I'll be honest guys, we're going insane, especially me.
Yeah, this one is going absolutely bonkers, tearing his head out. Tearing your head out. What our means is not the like, should we live here or not? It's more like, should we have a holiday home or live here full time? The funny thing as well is that it's not that expensive to come on holiday to Portugal once a year, or even like a few times a year.
Yeah.
Whereas like buying a big old chunk of land and then having to maintain that land and build a house and do all those other things is quite expensive.
So that's what we've done now. We have decided to check out the area and we are at a little holiday property here, and it is already started, the creative juices flowing, because we have a house that we are staying in, but they also have little glamping pods. They got a bunch of land. It's lovely.
Of different places to stay. Basically, we're already moving on from our holiday home idea, our living here idea, and now we're progressing on to the next idea, which is, shall we just own our own retreat property here? just to make matters more confusing. We are always thinking in the back of our minds of potential business avenues to go down, especially for the future. And I think that running a retreat in a beautiful location like this, getting to meet lots of friendly people, travelers coming to stay.
Hopefully have a bunch of you guys come and stay with us. Emma can serve you grapes in bed if you'd like.
God.
That's an extra package you'd have to pay for. But otherwise I'll be serving you grapes in bed. That's the default, and you have to pay extra to either have me not do it or for Emma to do it for you.
Oh my God. To be completely honest, we're still not sure exactly what it is that we're looking for, which definitely makes the search tricky as there's just so much to choose from. We have decided to come and look at some more land because there is a lot around here to see, and it's all very, very different.
Wow. Love these stone houses. Looks like it could fall down at any second.
Yeah, probably, as it stands. We've looked at places on the river, terrace properties, farms, everything. And we're finding it hard to stop, as there's just always that little voice in the back of our minds saying, what if the next one is the perfect place?
I think I could just look at property and not buy anything till I die. I just get so excited about coming up with all the ideas that you can do. But I don't want to commit to any of them because I just want to keep looking at more all the time.
Although there are so many great options here, only one has really piqued our interest. A terrace property which would be the perfect location for our very own campsite. The owner of this land has already shown us around, and it does seem like the perfect place to run a little retreat. And he also said that we're free to have a little wander and a look around ourselves, so we're back and that's what we're doing now.
To be able to run a tourism business, we need to get a rural tourism license, which is not necessarily the easiest thing to get, but this land already comes with that. So we would be able to get up and running quite quickly. And this seems like a really cool spot for us to be able to run a campsite.
It definitely feels like it could be turned into something really magical.
Yeah.
There's something really nice about how it all kind of circles around. It's not just like flat long terraces, they're kind of like curved ones.
Yeah.
So it all feels kind of cozy.
If we were to buy here, our aim would be to turn this bit here into sort of an all year round bio pool, like VillaMondego one that we saw before.
The possibilities are endless. That's the trouble with this stuff, is your imagination really is the limit, and We have big imaginations.
This plot of land is just over 2 acres, and we've been told that the rule of thumb is that a couple can manage about 2.5 acres. So in theory, we would be able to manage this. It has a quirky little British castle ruin on the land, and as it comes with planning permission to build a house, you would knock this down, build kind of a clubhouse, Travel Beans HQ if you will, and then we'll have a games room, all the fun stuff for everyone to come and play and get drunk with the Travel Beans.
Oh, great. So that's really the whole reason we're doing this, is it?
We're going to come into nature just so we can host wild parties and make more of these.
One of the things I am most nervous about when it comes to moving to Portugal is definitely the language barrier. I have always struggled to learn languages independently in the past, especially when it comes to pronunciation, so I am a tad nervous. Rosetta Stone is different from other language learning as it mimics the way that you learned languages as a child, helping you to understand a new language in real life situations. The voice recognition tool matches your voice to the voice of native speakers and gives you feedback as to how well you're pronouncing the words. A menina está comendo.
A menina está comendo.
A menina está comendo. I find this especially handy as it's always been a part of learning new languages that I struggle with. Today we have partnered up with Rosetta Stone to give you guys an incredible and exclusive discount of 50% off a lifetime subscription, which gives you access to all of the languages they offer for life. So you will be able to learn or improve on as many languages as you like and be able to do it completely at your own pace without worrying about renewal fees. Just make sure to check out our link down in the description to start your language learning journey.
To explore this retreat business idea even further, we have come to see our friends who are running a retreat in this area at the moment.
We're going to pick their brains, find out what it's actually like to do it, sort of learn what it's going to be like, stress levels and what we can expect. So these guys actually introduced us to this area that we've fallen in love with so much. Is there a particular reason you guys chose here to do your retreats?
Came here just on a family holiday with no intention of doing retreats.
Yeah.
And it is a place that, as much as you can tell people and show videos and photos, until they're here, there's a feeling.
It is lovely here.
You can't explain it, you can't put it in a video or into words.
Yeah, because that's one thing I wanted to ask as well, is like, how hard is it running retreats? I'm sure it probably takes a lot of mental headspace.
It definitely does take up a lot. I would say I probably do a lot more of the planning than Tommy does.
Yeah.
So the work kind of starts before the retreat does.
Right.
I guess from our point of view as well, we actually work so many hours when we're here,
Yeah.
and we always go home feeling refreshed.
Well, that says a lot. Yeah.
You do have to stay switched on through the day, of course. You do get the odd thing, the toilet doesn't work. I've not got a hot shower, but...
So you have to do the plunging yourself?
Oh yeah, I'm a
There's no plunger, it's just all hand in. Get it out, and then
Especially
you put it on the
when you use
land.
the toilet as well.
But I mean, I guess because you don't actually own
Exactly,
the
we
retreat
can't
thing
control that.
yourself. Yeah, exactly. That's someone else's responsibility. So you just come here, do the retreat and leave. And don't have any of the stress related to the actual running of the business. So for anyone watching who's interested in your retreat, where can they find you?
Instagram is Retreat Elysium.
I think for me, the biggest issue is knowing that the likelihood of having a place that is as nice as this to run our retreats from has got to be slim, right? I mean, we know the people who own this place, they've done a fantastic job of it, and I don't think it was cheap either. So like, just, you know, over the amount of time and the amount of money that they've spent on making this place look like this, I'm starting to think, actually, should we just run ours from here rather than actually buying a place?
It's easy to get carried away with imagining living here all the time, and I'm sure the reality of doing so and then running a business from exactly where you live probably is a bit much.
And also, I think that part of the reason, like, you know, when you go on vacation somewhere and it's like your favorite spot ever, and after the end of a week or something you go home and you're sad to leave and you think, oh, wouldn't it be great if I could live there? But in reality, if you lived there, it wouldn't be this exciting great place anymore. So
do you want to lose that magic by living in it? Instead, maybe this is the place that we come to and we run our retreats.
It's all just risk and reward, isn't it? I
Yeah.
feel like the risk is high, but then so would the reward if it isn't the case.
We just keep talking ourselves in and then out, and then in and then out. So currently now I'm on that out phase. I bet you by the end of this video I'll be back on the in phase.
Feeling daunted, we've decided to get some inspiration and visit our friend and canary down the mine, Kevin. Although he has only owned his property for about a month, he's already making progress. This is outrageous.
What the hell?
It's
I know.
amazing.
It's a bit different, right? A little bit different.
How long's it taken to clear all this land?
It's kind of been like probably 2 or 3 weeks, something like that.
Oh my goodness. How are you
difference,
feeling
right?
about the whole project now?
When you see the size of the place, when the
Yeah.
mimosa's gone, it can be quite daunting. It's really exciting. Some days it's a bit stressful. Like, I'm just going to be honest about it. It's
Yeah.
like not the easiest thing to do.
Of course,
in a
it's a
new
massive
country,
project.
new language, new rules. But the fundamental idea with this is to make this like an outstanding ecological area, either with just my house or potentially a little bit of rural tourism if I get the license. Being an environmentalist, I think I said before, I have an environmental business in the UK. It's like really important to me that things are done correctly and they're well thought out.
Yeah.
So I am your canary down the coal mine.
Yeah,
aren't I?
definitely.
Right. So if you guys ever do something like this, you know, you're going to have to lean on some of the experiences that I've had. But you know what? I think once you overcome all of these obstacles, things get a little bit easier. And like the end product, what you keep in mind, you've got to have your North Star, you've got to have your goal, your dream, and then just be flexible maybe how you get there. So guys, how's your search going? What have you found?
It's just there's so much potential, which is a wonderful thing. But it's just a lot to think about. It's just our heads are constantly worrying with ideas.
So my advice to you, from somebody that's nearly as crazy as you are, nearly but not quite, is that like just take your time with stuff.
Yeah.
You know, new baby, you've got a growing business, and you know, stuff here takes a lot of time and a lot of energy. Maybe buy something, buy some, maybe some land you've seen, and maybe start, you know, a project. Or I have an idea,
Yes.
which is perhaps you could do something here.
But on your land.
Yeah. What do you reckon? So maybe like when we've like plotted out everything and got the project in,
Yeah.
and I've maybe submit a small tourism project,
Yeah.
you guys could do something here with me.
Oh my god, we would love that.
Have you got enough spare?
Have you got enough land?
spare?
I don't know if I have or not. I have to check if we're a bit tight for space here, so we'll wait and see. But yeah, you could do something really amazing here, right?
Oh, that would be
that'd
cool.
Great. We could make like a little
providing it's all
camper
within
spot.
like the regulations and stuff, I don't see why not. You could do like tree houses,
Oh, yeah.
cool boat sheds. I don't know.
Yeah, stuff
What
for
do you think?
Noah, or like
Yeah.
the camper van, the best
Yeah.
camper van spot ever.
Oh, that would be so fun.
Yeah, and then
we
I'd
would
have
get
like
to work
really
together.
cool neighbours. We
Yeah.
could just maybe like build Noah his own tree house. or
Oh, that would be
something.
That would be
amazing.
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would take free land over paid land any day.
Okay. All right. Well.
It's a deal.
So I'll just do all the work, all the stress, and you
We'll
guys
just
can just
swoop in
like
at the last
rock up
minute.
and
Maybe
do
film.
your thing, right? Yeah. Cheers, guys. Yeah. Good luck to you.
If people want to follow along with your journey, where can they find you, Kevin?
Okay, yeah, you can look up VillaMondego on Instagram, but the best place to find me is on TikTok.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know.
You're not Gen- you're not Gen Z enough
I
for that.
know. I'm really too old to be a Gen Z, but yeah, my TikTok channel's had loads of views. Like
Okay.
one video got 1 million views. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, you should get on that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, we'll put the
Nice.
link somewhere, right?
No,
Is that how it
no,
works?
No, you gotta
Yeah.
find it.
Yeah,
it'll be-
VillaMondego on TikTok.
Excited about the potential of working with Kev on his land, we still had one more property lined up to see, which, surprise, surprise, we also ended up loving.
I like how we're just flip-flopping all over the place with all these different ideas. I feel like this video is probably a good representation of my ADHD mind. And now, having gone through all the different places, now I'm like, I think this is the one. We've just been driving along a minute ago, laughing our head off at saying like, maybe we should just like try looking after someone's farm for a week. We don't even know if we like this. Before we got into van life, we'd done camper van trips all over the world and we loved it, so we knew we liked it. This, we're like, not really sure. Let's just move to a different country and do rural farm life.
And build a house. No, like, we haven't gone from like, oh, let's build a tiny camper van to even let's build a bigger camper van. It's just, let's skip all the other things and go straight to building our own rural off-grid property in another country that we've never lived in before, in a language that we don't know.
With a baby.
With a baby. What do you think, Noah? Do you think your parents are being irresponsible and jumping into things too quickly? He's not looking impressed.
The thing is, I know you guys will be thinking that we are absolutely batshit insane.
And you're not wrong.
I genuinely back ourselves. I like know if this is what we want and we put our mind to it, we can make it happen and we can turn it into something awesome. But
do we want to? That's the real question. Like, on the surface, yes, we want to. But is the reality of actually doing this gonna just be way too much?
it's more likely to be an absolute disaster than a huge resounding success.
Which is why it might make sense just to like rent a place like this for a while.
Maybe.
Just to see if we like it first.
Or just buy like a few hectares of land. The thing is I honestly, I think I want it.
Oh my God.
I
love that we've come to the realization that it's nuts and you're like, yep, I still want it.
I think I want to be known as that guy, like the Mad Hatter.
I don't think you need to buy this land to be known as that, my love.
Obviously we'll sit on it. I think to take the gamble, and then what's the worst case? We turn it into like a little spot for our camper van and just have the world's most expensive camper van spot.
I was gonna say, yeah. So we came here to get some clarity and instead we're 10 times more confused. That sounds like the travel beans.
That ends, get out of my face. I love it. I want to move here. Get these bugs out of my eyes.
Well, that is it for our time here in Portugal this time round. If you're interested to see how this all unfolds, or you're interested in our retreats that will be coming very soon, make sure to follow the link down the description to sign up to our newsletter.
Make sure you hit subscribe, like, and comment. Tell us how stupid we are yet again.
Or how clever we are.
No one thinks that.
No, okay, yeah.
But if you want to see us fail, keep watching. And nothing left to say. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. And
Beans out.